Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this video, Bitcoin is currently forming this bullish pattern on the chart, and in just a moment, I'll tell you my exact price target for this pattern. Bitcoin has also just formed a slightly bearish pattern in the RSI, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well, so that you're prepared for anything that can happen next in Bitcoin. And once again, I'll be letting you know my exact Bitcoin price targets and levels to watch out for. Also, on the Ethereum 1 hour charts, there is a bearish pattern forming for Ethereum, so make sure you stay tuned for my exact Ethereum price targets as well. Also, towards the end of this video, I will include one of your favorite altcoins that you guys have been suggesting in the comment section down below. Once again, I basically pick out the most suggested altcoin that you guys suggest in the comment section, and I include that most suggested altcoin in these videos. So let me know your favorite altcoin in the comment section, and the most suggested altcoin, once again, I'll include in my next video. And yeah, if all of that sounds good to you, make sure to quickly leave a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so if you could just scroll down and spend a couple seconds to click like and subscribe, it seriously means a lot and it helps out the channel so much. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 1 hour chart. And as you can see here, just on this 1 hour chart, Bitcoin is currently forming this bull flag, which is of course a bullish pattern. Bitcoin for nearly the past day has been trading between these support and resistance lines on the chart, as you can see. And if we see a break above or below these resistance levels within the next few hours, then that would obviously be a breakout from this pattern. And once again, we would have to see that within the next few hours, because if Bitcoin keeps trending down in this channel like this, all the way down to the base of the flagpole, then that would basically invalidate this bull flag. So yeah, we'd really have to see a break down or a break up within the next few hours. I'd say within the next 6 hours or so for this pattern to begin to play out. And now if we do continue to head down like this, I'll simply be targeting these levels as my levels of support for Bitcoin to get supported at. Now, initially, Bitcoin will get supported at around 53,000 US dollars approximately, because we have had some massive support at that level just here. And also back here in the beginning of March as well, we got a massive level of support. So yeah, around that 53K level, that's already been confirmed as support. And for us to remain bullish in the short term, really we have to hold above 51,500 US dollars. I've been talking about the 51.5K level for weeks now on the channel, and I've been sharing how significant that level is for Bitcoin. And once again, if I just zoom out, you can see here on March 8th, we had some massive rejection at that level. Throughout the beginning of March, we got massive rejections at that level. At the end of February, we got massive rejections at that exact level. And we also got supported at around that level towards the middle of February, roughly. So yeah, once again, for us to remain bullish in the short term, we really have to be holding these levels on the chart. But with that bearish scenario out of the way, technically, once again, this pattern is a bullish pattern. So we are more likely to break to the upside than we are to break to the downside. And currently the resistance for this bull flag is coming in at around 55,500 US dollars. And if you pay attention, this resistance that's coming in right here, this is also where we got rejected at just here on the chart about a day or two ago from now. So once again, this exact level, that's the level of resistance that we have to be paying attention to, coming in at 55,500 US dollars once again. And if we are to break out of this bull flag, just measuring out the exact price target, that would be coming up to around 58,800 US dollars approximately. So that is just above the all-time high for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin all-time high is sitting at around 58.3K approximately. And once again, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, I definitely expect some resistance to come in at around 58,000 due to that being the Bitcoin all-time high once again. And also that's coming in pretty close to this bull flag price target. So yeah, just expect a bit of resistance at around those price levels just there. We could see some volatility. As of right now, we are currently only about 6% away from the Bitcoin all-time high. And a 6% move can be done literally any day now, once again. And for about a month on the channel now, ever since Bitcoin was at like $40,000 and below, I've been targeting for around 60,000 US dollars before the end of this month, before the end of March. And once again, I've been telling you all to accumulate well below 50,000 US dollars because yeah, once again, I've made that $60,000 prediction before the end of March, and I'm sticking to that prediction 100%. So for all of you new viewers on the the channel, first of all, subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for, but anyway, if you're wondering what you should do right now, whether you should buy or sell or just hold, first of all, if you're someone that's looking into buying into Bitcoin and you're wondering whether Bitcoin's going to go lower so you can get in at cheaper prices, honestly, the best strategy is simply just to dollar cost average into Bitcoin. So basically buy a little bit now, and then if the price goes lower, you can buy a little bit at those lower prices. And so that way, if Bitcoin does get this breakout to the upside, you have secured Bitcoin at these lower levels. And yeah, once again, dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin is one of the best strategies, especially for the beginners out there. Now, zooming out to the 4-hour chart, as you can see here, this massive white line that I've got on the chart, that's essentially the neckline for this massive inverse head and shoulders that Bitcoin has been forming for the past like 2 weeks approximately. And yeah, once again, I've been telling you guys about that pattern for weeks now on the channel. And so far we have seen that breakout to the upside. We've already got the initial retest of that level as support and got a bounce. But right now, obviously Bitcoin is coming back down once again. So definitely be paying attention to around that $53,000 area, because that's where that neckline is coming in for Bitcoin. And also something to keep an eye out is if Bitcoin does end up coming down to around 53K and getting another bounce off there, we could potentially be forming a head and shoulders pattern on the chart. As you can see, we got this left shoulder just here. We got the head, and yeah, once again, if we get a bounce at around 53K and come back up, that could potentially be forming the right shoulder to complete this head and shoulders pattern. But this pattern is not confirmed at all whatsoever, so it's just something to keep an eye out, to stay tuned on the charts. And yeah, I will just quickly mention here that on the 2-hour chart, as you can see, we got yet another bearish divergence just on the 2-hour chart once again. So in the price, we got a high and a higher high, but in the RSI, we got a high and a lower high. So once again, this is just a bearish divergence, and all that means is just in the short term, the price is going to stop heading to the upside and we're in for a bit of downside action, and we've pretty much already seen that play out. So yeah, once again, it will be totally normal if Bitcoin does end up coming down to around 53,000 and getting a bounce around that. That would simply just be these bearish divergence playing out, and once again, I would not be expecting a massive crash for Bitcoin or anything, because we have just come out of a massive 2-week correction for Bitcoin. A lot of the new people into Bitcoin have already forgotten about this massive correction that we've just been in. So yeah, I would not be expecting a big correction anytime soon. Any downside price action that Bitcoin experiences is simply just a short-term dip on the Bitcoin chart, and I would only be using that as a buying opportunity to hold for the long term. All right, now heading over to the Ethereum US dollar chart. We're on the 1-hour chart for Ethereum. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, Ethereum is forming this small bearish pattern just on the 1-hour chart. As you can see, we've got this left shoulder, we've got the head, and we've finally formed the right shoulder for this head and shoulders pattern. And Ethereum did see a breakdown of this pattern with a nice spike in volume, and we also came back up to retest that level as resistance and confirmed it as resistance. But I'm just going to quickly throw this in there. This does not mean in any way that I am selling Ethereum. All this means is we're just going to see a short-term little dip in the Ethereum price, and this is a perfect buying opportunity. So I do not want this pattern to scare you out of Ethereum or anything like that, but my exact price targets for this head and shoulders pattern is coming in at around 1,680 approximately. But really, I'll be just targeting around this 1,700 US dollar level, because that level has previously been a extremely significant level for Ethereum, as you can see on the chart just here and back here. So yeah, once again, it'll be totally normal for Ethereum to come back down towards 1,700 and get about somewhere around there. And what's interesting on the RSI in the 1-hour chart right now, Ethereum's bottoming out in the RSI at around 33 to 34. And if you look at when the last time Ethereum got down to those levels, it was right back here. As you can see, that's when Ethereum bottomed out at this low, and you can see what happens next for Ethereum. And now the time before that, when Ethereum got down to these low RSI levels, Ethereum also bottomed out at this nice low on the chart, and we were in for a nice pump for Ethereum over the next couple days. So once again, sometime soon, whether that's right now or towards the 1,700 US dollar level, I will be expecting a bounce for Ethereum. And when we do get that bounce at around these levels, I will be targeting up towards that 1,880 US dollar level, because that was a previous resistance level as we saw just here. Now, in some more bullish news for Ethereum, as you can see just here, I've drawn out this small falling wedge pattern on the Ethereum 1-hour chart. And obviously these falling wedge patterns are a bullish pattern and they're more likely to break to the upside than they are to break to the downside. Once again, the support for this falling wedge pattern is also coming pretty close to the massive $1,700 level, which I've already mentioned is going to be some massive support for Ethereum. So expect a bounce somewhere soon around these price levels once again. And yeah, the current resistance for this falling wedge pattern is coming in at approximately $1,760. And the exact price target for this falling wedge pattern, if we break above that $1,760 level, and once again, pay attention for a spike in volume to confirm that the breakout is real. And if we don't see that spike in volume, pay attention for a retest for support. But yeah, if we do see that breakout to the upside, the exact price target is simply the top of the falling wedge coming in at 1880. And that's what that yellow line is just here that I've already mapped out on the chart. Anything above that $1880 level approximately, I would simply be targeting the all-time high, which is coming in closer to around 2040 approximately. So yeah, once again, I'm extremely bullish on Ethereum longer term over the next few weeks and months, but just over the next few hours or the next day, we could see a small bit of downside. And once again, I would only be using that as a buying opportunity. Now, your most suggested altcoin in my previous video from the comment sections down below was Theta. And as you can see here, it's been on an absolute monster of a run. I usually look at all my charts on the log scale, but I just thought it would be interesting to look at the linear scale for this one to show how crazy this run for Theta has been over the past year pretty much. But anyway, switching it back to the log chart and going back down to the daily, I was previously just looking at the weekly chart. But as you can see, even on the log chart, on the daily chart, it is a massive run for Theta. About 1 year ago now, back in March in this low, Theta reached a low of around 3.5 cents, and it's coming in at around $6.60, closer to around $6.70 actually right now at the time of filming this video. So if I measure from the bottom of that wick low around 1 year ago to where it is right now, Theta's done nearly a 200x gain in 1 year. So that's obviously absolutely insane, and obviously congratulations to anyone that has been holding Theta. Now, taking a quick look at some of these oscillators that I've brought out on the Theta chart. Once again, this is on the 1 day chart for Theta to the US dollar. And as you can see in the RSI just here, right now we are extremely overbought. And this indicator just here, this is a momentum indicator that shows essentially the momentum of the trend for whatever crypto you're looking at. So as you can see just here, this momentum indicator began building momentum just here, even before the price really begun building. And obviously as the momentum continued to the upside, like this indicator suggested back here, the price obviously surged to the upside as well. And when the momentum indicator started to drop off, showing that there's a lack of momentum to the upside, that's when the price started to plateau at around these levels. And then obviously, as you can see, the momentum indicator began building back up once again. And that's when the price also began to surge to the upside once again. And if you look at the levels that this momentum indicator is right now, we are extremely close to at least forming a short-term top for Theta. Both the RSI and this momentum indicator suggest that there should be a short-term top sometime soon. Now, I'm not calling for a massive crash in the Theta price or anything, but I am at least calling for a short-term top and a small dip in the price, at least just to come back to this 50-day EMA. As you can see here, that's what this red line is on the chart. And throughout this entire bull run for Theta, time and time again, Theta has topped out and come back down to this 50-day EMA. And yeah, this 50-day EMA on the daily chart once again has provided some massive support for Theta throughout this entire bull run. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that Theta were to top out somewhere around where it is now, drawing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from this low at around $2.60 approximately up to this high that we've just had at around $6.80. The golden pocket, the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, is coming in at around $4.20. And this is also coming in pretty close to this low that we just had on the chart, and also this previous high that we had on the chart. It's really ranging from around $4 to $4.20, around those sort of price ranges. That's where I would be accumulating Theta if you've already made up your mind and you want to buy into Theta. Honestly, in my opinion, I would not be buying in at these prices, because once again, it's done a 200x gain over the past 1 year. And even though we could definitely see a lot more upside for Theta in the future, there's no way it's going to do another 200x in the next year. But yeah, this analysis is basically just to say that if you've already made up your mind into buying buying into Theta, don't FOMO in at the current prices. Wait for a nice dip in the chart because we're definitely due for a short-term top in the Theta price. And once again, any price below around $4.50 or so, that would be a pretty prime area to start accumulating into Theta. And by the time Theta gets down towards those price levels, the 50-day EMA will come up to meet the price, as you can see. So yeah, honestly, anything below around $4.50 approximately would be a pretty nice level to dollar cost average into Theta. But yeah, anyway, that's just about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on so that you don't miss any of my future updates like this one. Also, obviously, make sure to comment your favorite altcoin down in the comment section down below. I simply pick out the most suggested altcoin that's in the comment section down below. So if I don't include your altcoin in my next video, just be patient. I will try and get around to everyone's altcoin. It's obviously hard to keep everyone happy, but yeah, once again, I simply just go with the most suggested altcoin in the comment section. Just be careful because in the comment section down below, there can be some scammers down there. So if you've got anyone replying to your comment, or if you see another comment down there with like a phone number, email, Telegram, WhatsApp, anything like that, please do not go ahead and contact anyone that you find from the comment section because it's most likely a scammer. Even if it looks like it's me replying to your comment with like a phone number, that is not me. I do not send those replies, and it is a scammer trying to impersonate me if you do get one of those replies. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for this video. Once again, I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.